Now that was me in the last video, where unfortunately we didn't manage to get the car started. But is today's video going to be any different, or is it going to be another sad day for the Audi A3? So come and join us on a journey of trying to get the Audi A3 fixed once again and ready for the road. Does it start or does it not? That's the question that you guys are going to have to wait until the end of the video to find out. You'll see me under the car, in the car, and trying to start the car. But the real question is, does she start? Of course, if you guys aren't already subscribed, remember to click the subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you think the car is going to start. Okay, so if you saw the last video, you would have seen that the Audi didn't start, unfortunately. So what we're doing today, we've got some new spark plugs, we've got some new oil, and we have a charged battery because last time the battery charger's fuse stopped working, went kaput.
Problem, engine kaput.
Started cranking the car, put way too much petrol into the oil pan, and the oil light came on due to oil pressure, which means that there is too much petrol in the oil. So let's go ahead, get the car up in the air, get the oil out, put some new oil in, and fingers crossed that should get rid of the oil pressure light. And as I just mentioned, let's go ahead, get the car up in the air. We're going to start by jacking up the left hand side and then the right hand side, and then we can put the axle stands underneath so we don't get crushed. The car is now in the air. Next step is going to be using this horrendous tray. Undo the drain plug for the oil pan and get all the oil out of the engine. So, some of you guys are probably asking yourselves, why have we got to do this? Basically, in the last video, we cranked the car so much and petrol pretty much soaked past the oil rings and into the oil, therefore bringing the oil pressure light on. So I thought it would be best to just do a whole complete oil change, new oil, drain all the old oil out and discard of it. Also, if you guys are doing this yourselves, the oil drain plug is a 19mm socket.
Yeah, boy.
So now oil is all drained, we've got the drain plug here, and we can go ahead and put this back into the oil pan so that when we put oil in, it doesn't all fall out the bottom again, because that would be pretty stupid. Engine oil is all out, as you can see there. Just going to move this to one side. And I have dipped my finger in, and it does smell like petrol, unfortunately, and it's also thinner. So it's pretty crazy what that can do to your oil pressure. But I've got 5 litres of Castrol 5W40, 5W30 long life, which is the manufacturer's spec for this car. And it's just an all-around good oil. So let's go ahead, we're going to fill it up with 4.6 litres, but we'll be checking the dipstick as we go due to there being an oil filter. Sometimes it can soak up some of it, but we haven't replaced the oil filter yet. So let's go ahead and do that. There is the oil that we are using. So now let's go ahead and start pouring our 4.6 litres of oil. As you just heard me say, this Castrol 5W30 long life is the manufacturer's spec and the recommended manufacturer's oil. And you know, of course, we didn't spill any. I'm also going to keep this so that we can put the old oil in there and dispose of it humanely. Just going to check dipstick. So first pull it out, give it a wipe off. Stick her in, pull her out.
That's what she said.
Okay. So we should only need about 400 or 500 ml from this bottle. But let's see how we go. It's 250. $400, $500. Now we'll check dipstick. Right, I reckon we're safe with 4.5 litres. So I think I've actually got oil in the back of the car. So oil all filled up, put the oil cap, and there we have our oil changed. I'm just going to take a look underneath and make sure that we're not dripping anything, which we're not. So next step is going to be changing our spark plugs. Now, if you have a look here, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. After we get that one out, there is actually oil in there, and that is coming from the rocker cover gasket. So we're going to get that out, we're going to clean that up, and we're going to put 4 new spark plugs in, and hopefully put the battery in, and the car should start. So let's go ahead and do that. So first step is going to be getting all 4 coil packs out, and I'm going to wipe this one off due to all the oil that is on it. I'm hoping that doesn't mean it's broke. It shouldn't do, hopefully. Now, I did actually buy some rocker cover gasket sealant, but I forgot how big of a job it was, and I need to get to the timing chain in order to do that. Right, I believe these are numbered somewhere, or not. So we're just going to put them in order. Get these electrical connectors off. Hate using a screwdriver for these. Sorted. Right. Let's get the second one out. So, as you can see, the second one is actually completely dry and there's no oil in there at all. So hopefully, changing the spark plugs, it's just going to be the first one that's the issue. 2. Now let's pray when we have these 4 spark plugs changed over that hopefully this is going to allow the car to start. It seems unreasonable, but also if we're using common sense, it seems like it should work. It's pretty crazy how something so small can stop the car from starting. But nevertheless, we're still going to give it a go and see if we can get the Audi A3 started once again. Okay, so here are our 4 new spark plugs. They are pretty much exactly the same, I'm pretty sure. But hopefully, this will allow the car to start. Fingers crossed. So, gently. And then this is the hardest bit, trying to wiggle the socket out. There we go. Right, now let's move on to number 2. So now we can go ahead and finally get these spark plugs changed over. We are nearly at the point of being able to start this car, but is it going to start? Just going to give it a wipe off. So the last thing that we need to do is get this battery connected up, and then we can go ahead and start the car. I ain't gonna worry about strapping it in yet. It's a 10. Now is probably a great time to get your predictions in, so leave a comment down below if you think the car is going to start or not. Right, come on car. And I'm just gonna lower the car so that it's on the ground, ready to try and start. Right, I think it's time. We are ready. Now hopefully, the car's gonna start. Set the camera up here and we'll get a couple of cycles of the ignition. So, the moment we have all been waiting for from the start of this video. Is she gonna start or is she not? Well, the oil light's gone off, which is good. Means the oil pressure's back. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am praying that this car starts. The reason why I'm cycling the ignition is just to get a bit of oil pressure and fuel pumping around the system. It's time. Yeah, boy! Not like that. Just let it regulate a set.
Well, at least it shows nothing names at this point.
She's alive! I reckon it was that coil pack. Just let her warm up a minute. I'm gassed. So once again,
We had a strap on.
so once again, what did I say? What did I say? Yeah, I think that's just from the spark plugs. I think it's tiny little drips. Why is she misfire? To be fair, the AC ain't on. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh, yes! This feels so good. So we got a couple faults, but I knew about that, and I knew about that steering wheel one anyway. But the oil pressure light has gone, and I'm over the moon. I am over the moon. Now we just got to get it booked in for an MOT. But we did it once again, people. We did it once again.
I know.
We've got to give it a couple revs. We've got to give it a couple of revs. I've missed this motor. So, we did it once again. She started. And if that isn't worth a subscribe, then I don't know what else is. So go down below, click subscribe, and leave a comment on what modifications and videos you guys want to see next. Now that the car has started, and she seems to be running sweet, we've got a couple of bits left to do. We've got a rear right wheel speed sensor to fit, and we've also got a bunch of Jubilee clips to fit onto here because they broke. Now hopefully I've got the right size. I did buy more. That one looks like it'll fit. So I don't know if you guys have the same issues with Jubilee clips, but Jubilee clips for me, over time they just wear and they become old, and the amount of different times I've taken these Jubilee clips off, they've just broke. So we were on zip ties up until now. So now that we've got both Jubilee clips on here, I was quite lucky, to be honest. I kind of guessed the size and they've got right to the end, but that is all held in nice and tightly. Next step is going to be getting the battery clamp and clamping the battery down in there, right in there, so that the battery doesn't fall out, because I can't imagine that would be a very good idea. So let's go ahead and secure the battery in place with the battery clamp. Now it is simply just a 13mm bolt and a little plate which holds the battery down in place. Okay, so we've got battery all strapped in, as you can see, little clamp down there. And we've also got the Jubilee clips put onto the intake pipe, all ready to go, and that is now all secured and in place. Next thing on the list is this little box, and it's the rear right wheel speed sensor. Now a lot of people say that you need a genuine one to get rid of the code and stop it coming back, but last time I bought the cheapest of cheap. I bought a Ridex one, I'm pretty sure, and the code came straight back on. Now a genuine right rear wheel speed sensor, or a genuine wheel speed sensor, is about £100, and I don't fancy forking out £100 yet, so I went for Febby. Now hopefully the code's not going to come back on, because Febby's a little bit better quality, but I guess we'll just have to see. If this doesn't work, then we are going to have to bite the bullet and spend £100 odd on a genuine one. But let's go ahead, get the jack out, get the axle stands out, get it fitted, and pray for the best. So now we can go ahead, get the rear end of the car jacked up. I'm just going to put the axle stand there for a bit of added safety, but I'm not going to rely on that. It can just sit on the jack as we're not getting underneath. We have located the wheel speed sensor. It is this one, but I remember how much of a nightmare they are to get out. So we've hit a size 5 Allen key into it, and now I'm just going to get this connector out, and then once I've got the connector out, we can go ahead and hopefully ratchet it out. And I've got three flathead screwdrivers here, which are hopefully going to help persuade it out without breaking it, because that would be an absolute nightmare. And unfortunately, that does just about bring us to the end of this video. We're left with an Audi with a snapped wheel speed sensor in the hub, which was kind of expected. But let's not forget the main point. The car started. But does she run well? And is she still running? Is she still roadworthy? That will all be revealed in the next video. But from me for now, it's goodbye, and I will see you in 2 weeks for the next upload on the channel.